Sunshine. Give me one moment in time when all of my dreams. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? Good evening. Mwasuuze mutya? Mwasiibye mutya? Kasubire nti buli omu ali bulungi. This is life so far. Where we have reached. Allow me to enjoy my coffee in peace. So sweet. Have this alone. For how long maze ebbanga nga sinywa amata bwe bati nga tufumbyemu ne kaawa. Yes, how are you? Good evening. Let me first finish eating so that I can judge you guys. You know me, I always have the genes, so let me eat and then I come. Good evening, my dearest friend. How are you doing? Don't laugh at my bread. Mwasiibye mutya? Kansubire nti mwena muli bulungi. IDK, how are you? Hi, okay. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. So guys, today I have something that I want to really talk to you guys about. And it's really sorrowful. Sometime, how are you? I'm all right, darling. And you, how was your day? Good morning for those who are watching me from the other side of the world, and good evening to this side of the world. Me, I'm from the country where the equator passes in our country, so I hope you're all doing well. Do you know the country where the equator passes into your country? I'm good. I woke up. Wow, that's good. So what's for breakfast today? Complex, you're just going to have cereals, you're just going to have banana cake, what? So for those of you who have enjoyed your Christmas, we are here waiting for everyone, but I'm just warning you in case I know we are best friends, but don't come to me telling me, Nora, Feb is in the corner. Let's not count January, because January is also the month of celebration. People would be just celebrating, But in case, let me speak up before someone start calling. February. Don't tell me that, Nora, I need some emergency. Please help me. Help me, guys. I would also have an emergency on that day. Because I did not see anyone on Christmas even telling me that, Nora, send me your account details. No, no one did that. So, my beautiful people, make sure that all you do it, but don't tell me that, Nora, huh? Genevieve, hi dear, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Cheers, hi, good evening. Don't don't come to me and tell me, Nora, hi, guy, you've been enjoying your money. The entire world has seen how people have enjoyed their money. You guys, you've been posting on social media how you're eating, you're drinking like there is no tomorrow. Now we are all waiting for you on February, because up to now you guys don't want to talk to us. I'm talking about those who went for Christmas. If you did not go for Christmas like me, mashallah, hi, how are you? Hello. Hi, how are you from Pakistan? Pakistan. Let me slap my cheeks. How could I? Hi, because that flag is from Turkey. This one, Shakur, is from India. Hi, how are you? Hi, Kushi Abakarakazanical. Ah, remember me? You knew me. Yes, Rahim, you came here yesterday. How are you doing? Yes, India. Yeah, how are you? I hope you're all doing well, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let me just bump into the topic that we are supposed to talk about today. So, in Uganda, yeah, you see, I remember you very well. What's behind you? Who's behind me? That's the iron box and the clothes. Yeah, Turkey, hi. So you see, guys, in Uganda, there's a gentleman. I know most of men do this. Um, so a man never told his wife. I always thought that, oh, that's iron box. Yeah, it's an iron box. So sometimes you see some life we see in the movie, we just think, it's just a script. Someone wrote a script and people are just acting. But this thing happened in Uganda in real life, that you never know how people act and how they behave. So there is this gentleman, he's a very rich man in Uganda. This man went for a vasectomy without telling his wife at home. And then after going for the vasectomy, he told his wife that they should try this procedure, the IVF. Hi, genius. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. So, when they went for the IVF, they have to put the embryo into a woman. You know how the procedure goes. And yeah, the woman managed to conceive. The procedure, the IVF, was successfully, and the woman gave birth to twins, two babies. So when she gave birth to two babies, since they were living abroad, because they went for the IVF in India, they did not do the IVF in the US. The husband was like, let's go to India, and that's where we should do our procedure, the IVF. They traveled all the way from US to India. Remember, they are Ugandans and they are rich, they have money. So they traveled to India. They went there. So they did the IVF on the woman. So when they did the IVF, they came back. They went back to the US. They stayed there until the wife delivered the twins. So when they delivered the twins, after like 1 year, the kids were looking like, those dark skinned Indians. Yeah, if you know them, they're like Bangales with dark skin. And there are some dark skinned people who are not like us. We Ugandans, you can say our skin is quite really different from the Bangales who are black. First time here, say hi. Yes, guys, My sticker is saying, if it's your first time here, just say hi to Nora. Hi. So, the lady gave birth and they reached a time they wanted to travel back home to Uganda. You know, we in Uganda, we have a traditional ceremony that they do on twins in case you give birth to twins, babies. So they have to perform a traditional ceremony on those children. So the woman had to travel from US to Uganda to do the procedure, the ceremony. When they arrived in Uganda, the family from the husband said they were like, what's going on? Whose kids are this? Remember, the kids already 1 year. 1 year, you can see who the kids resembles. But for the woman, as a mother, as a mother, someone who has been desperate of having kids, for her, she did not care whether the kids they look like Bangales. For her, she didn't care as long as she's the one who gave birth to them. And the husband, as I told you, that the husband did a vasectomy and never told her wife. For him, he just kept quiet and kept on pretending and acting like, yeah, the babies, our babies, our babies. So when they went to the village in Uganda, the family members are the one who told the husband that even you as a husband, can't you see that these children, they don't even resemble us? We are black, but the way these kids they look, you guys, you will see Bangales and Ugandans, we don't look the same. We don't look the same. However much they have, some of them have dark skin, but we are dark skin, but a little bit of there's color there. You can see there's something that can show you that this person is this and this person is this. Okay, this person is an African, this person is an Asian. Let me put it that way, so that you can understand. So the lady, she didn't take the word so serious from the family, but the family members, they kept on pursuing their son. They're like, you have to do a DNA test to those kids. So the lady was like, yes, let's do a DNA test. Me, I have no problem. Those are my husband's kids. Remember, IVF, they take the man's sperm and then they do what? They insert it into a woman. Like there's a way how they create it, and then they put it into an embryo so that whatever the process goes. I'm not a doctor, so I'm just trying to narrate to you guys a story of this poor lady who is crying, who has been abandoned by her husband. I don't know how many men will see heaven, but some of them will meet in hell. Because you people, you played women. So the lady was like, when you're innocent, you want to do something that, to prove everyone that, guys, I have no any hand on cheating on my husband. These are my husband's children. The lady went on and did a DNA test. But while the procedure of the DNA test was going on, she flew back to the US with the twins. And then, like, after 1 month, they called them. They were like, your DNA, like, the samples are already out. Come and see your results. The woman has to fly again back to Uganda with the twins. The twins, remember, they are 1 year old, and the kids are like, okay, I don't know whether because the lady, for her, she says that her kids are black skin, like they have that Asian dark skin and long hair. We Africans, we have afro kinky, that's our hair, and the kids, they don't have afro. Their hair is Asian. So the DNA came out. The kids, the DNA was saying positive, like negative, like they are not, they don't match with the family. The DNA does not match with the father. So the woman was like, no, because I told you they were all rich, coming from the rich family. The woman comes from a rich family, the husband also comes from a rich family. So the lady was like, no, we have to reach the bottom of this. How comes that they switched the sperms? How? we paid a lot of money for the IVF. How comes that the kids that I had are not my husband's kids? So from the wife's side, they were also like, yes, you guys, we also need to step into this. So they told the husband also to go and do the child, like they have to check on both. So the hospital from India that did the procedure of the IVF on this man, they were like, okay, we are willing to compensate you people because the lady had Asian babies and her marriage is about to collapse. They are saying that she had cheated. The lady is like, no, I did not cheat. These are my husband's kids. They were like, no, how can you have Asian babies when we were black? First of all, look at us, our hair, we have Afro kinkies. In this family, who has a long hair? No one. So the family were like, oh, you guys, you have to separate. We cannot stay with a daughter-in-law who cheats on our son, blah, 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 blah. And you know how women are. You cannot abandon the children. As a woman who has been desperate, wanting to have children, she was like, me, I don't care if this marriage ends, but there's no way I'm giving up on these children. They are my children. They came out of my womb and I gave birth to them. However much they were through the IVF, I do not care. The lady was like, you know, women someday, when it comes as a mother, you know, the motherhood, that heart, you don't know the owner of the sperm. Okay, are you going to entire world and say, let's check each and everyone's DNA? You know, and you know how much the population of people in India, people are willing to sell their sperms for money. I'm really sorry, my Indian viewers, but one thing that I've known, and for most of the people that I know who have stayed in India, someone tells you that they can sell their sperm just for money to survive. So how are you going to search on millions of people who have donated their sperms to those who wants to become mothers and say, let me do a DNA? So the lady was like keeping the things simple. Hello, my dear baby, how are you doing? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Naye mwana gwe notampita yadde for Christmas, baby. Barbara. Even Christmas, wala. Ogamba otya mukwano, kansubire nti oli bulungi. So what the lady did first, she was like, okay, if you want us to separate, it's okay, but I'm not giving up on the babies. And even she refused the compensation. She was like, there's no need of compensating us. And he is what the hospital discovered, that the husband had already done the vasectomy a long time ago, but the husband never told the wife. You know, someone going behind your back? That's one of the most breaking moments. And instead of staying with someone and say, okay, I lied to my wife, I deceived her that we can have babies, but you never told her that, hey babe, me had already done a vasectomy. A vasectomy is a procedure where a man goes and then they cut his whatever, and he can no longer produce babies. His sperms, even if you are a man, okay, a man and a woman, you have sex. A woman cannot conceive, or a man cannot impregnate a woman. If someone has done that procedure of a vasectomy, okay, you would ask me, Nora, you're still young, how do you know about the vasectomy? They taught me about it, yeah. So if in case one day also in future I don't want to have a baby, I just tell my man. But whose son are you going to tell that gun the vasectomy? Broke men, they like having babies. They are like a machine. So this poor lady, don't forget guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well, guys. The year is about to end. Let's make sure that at least this channel we make it to reach to 3K. And also another thing, we need a watch hour. This channel has been here for so long, we need to be monetized. Nora is broke, my ass is broke. You don't want me to go back in Uganda. Someone last time told me, Nora, you're here to make money, so do whatever I tell you. I was like, what? And then later on I realized that I even know this person. You know that sometimes people come here and play me shaggy, yet I know them. But me, I will always know a person who plays me shaggy. Yeah, I'm here to make money, but not in that way. Not in that way that that person told me. Boneless wings or nuggets. So because I came to Saudi to make money, people think they can take advantage of me, telling me to do stupid things here on live. No, 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 no. Guys, very soon I'm about to be someone's daughter-in-law, so I don't need to do things that will embarrass me in the future. Eh? No, not me, not me. Even if I'm starving for money, but not me. Anyway, let's go back to our topic. Comment below and let me know, guys. Yeah, even me, I was actually in the future planning to do an IVF because I don't have a man in my life. So I was thinking of an IVF to go for that. But for me, it's okay because I don't have a man. It's okay for me. I don't care whose whose thing I will be carrying in my womb, but as long as that kid belongs to me. Hmm? But this story that I'm narrating to you guys, it's about two people who decided to do something, and when one find out that they have discovered him that for him, how can I get your WhatsApp number? WhatsApp number yange oba njikuweerewa. Oh, I don't know when oba obeerako ddi ku TikTok. Wonaaba ogenze ku TikTok, just inbox me nja kusindikira. Just inbox me, I'll send you the number there, okay? I'll send you. These two people who decided to do something, and then someone abandon you on the journey. It's not good. Man, you see, when you're doing something, make sure that you stand with someone. When you've decided to promise someone that I will walk with you on this journey, for better, for worse, let it be for better, for worse. You always say that women are not patient, but even men, you guys are not patient. Do you have? Yeah, I have a Facebook page. I use Namukose Norah. The same name that I use here on my YT. It's the same name I use on my Facebook page. So yeah, you can even send me a message on my messenger so that I can send you my WhatsApp. Stand with someone. Let your yes be your yes. Let your no be no. But because your family are like, no, she has cheated on you, and you're just keeping quiet like this, you know that you did something. Okay, darling. All right, baby. You know, deep down in your mind, me I hate seeing a woman crying when she has been abandoned with kids. Even if they are rich, they have money. Me, I don't care. But as a child who grew up with a mother, I know how parents, they go through so much pain. Those kids, I know, okay, they are not yours. You did a vasectomy, but at least go back to your wife. Go back. Go back and tell her, you know what, babe, I'm really sorry, because both of you are grown-ups. You're in their 40s, they're in their 40s. Just go there and say, babe, I'm sorry. Okay, I know men always uses the devil. Tell your wife it was the devil that deceived me to make me ask for a divorce. But I'm really sorry, forgive me. Let's continue as we were together and build this relationship together. And raise these kids. I'm willing to accept them as my children. It was my fault. I did a mistake to do whatever I did, not knowing that in the future I'll reach a time and want to have kids of my own. And some Ugandans, they always tell them that they need to be educated through some things. So a Ugandan man, some men don't know how vasectomy works. I don't know, maybe for him when he was doing that procedure of vasectomy, he thought that when he reaches at his 40, he could be able to impregnate a woman. It's like also adoption in Uganda. Some people don't know how the procedure of adoption goes. You find some people like, they told me they are going to take care of my child and blah blah. Other parents are going to take my child, and then later on, a parent start missing their child. They want their child back, and then they are told that you guys signed their documents that you've given up your child for adoption, and they are like, how? So that's why in Uganda, they always say that people need to be educated on how things goes. We Ugandans, some people are still way, way backwards. And when they see new things, I know how my Ugandan people we are. Some of them I know how they are. You can even see someone who is rich but with no common sense. No. He's just jumping. He wants to dive into something without even knowing first and doing a research about it. So this man, he went on and did the vasectomy. He never told his wife. Maybe for him, he thought that while doing the vasectomy at a young age, in the future he will be able to have kids. That's why. And when he reached the time when both of them wanted to have kids, he was even willing to take his wife to India. Guys, you know, it's like someone who was like, it's better for a woman to be barren without having kids. You know, speaking about barren, it's an easy word to say. But it's also, there's a stage where you reach and you feel pain. Kids are blessing from God. Whether you're broke, whether you're not broke, even if you have one or two, you're happy seeing your kids running around. There's always a way how God will provide for both of you, you and your kids. You know, the problem is that people worry about what are we going to do today, the future. Every time you worry about the future, you're just stressing yourself. You see, even God who created us tells us that worry no more about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Worry about today. Only today. Tomorrow it will worry about itself. Me have realized there's a way how God provides. Hi Rupi, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. You're most welcome. Good evening. There's a way how God provides. You might not see it, but so I wish I could meet this man who lied to the wife that for him he can impregnate a woman, yet he knows that he did a vasectomy. And you have a nice voice. Thank you. You friend from? Me, I'm from Uganda. I'm from Uganda, my dearest friend. That's where I'm from. So me, I really love the way the woman came out and she was like, there's no way I'm going to give up on these kids. They are my children. You know, women, they always say that we have our IQ is too high than for men. We understand too fast. Too fast. Our brain works, like it functions too fast than men's, the way they think. How can you abandon kids, okay, just because they are dark skin? Hey, the kids are not my. Well, okay, we Ugandans are also dark skin. However much we don't look like Asians, but at least how old are you? You, how old are you? You who is asking about my age, guys. It's not proper to ask a lady about their age, okay? Yeah, I'll just tell you I'm 50 years old. Okay, I'm 50 years old, baby boy. The lady at least was like, no way, there's no way I'm giving up on my kids. I'll raise them, these are my children, and they will never know how. Yeah. And which is good. So, and also the people with clinics. Okay, some people go to the clinic, some people go to the hospitals, the big hospitals. Like, make sure, I don't know if there is any way you guys can label those sperms. So that people who come in to the hospital to do the IVF, make sure that at least you know the owner of I'm sorry guys to say this, but make sure that you know the owner of that sperm. because me also in the future, I've taken long without dating anyone, so I'm becoming a singlest pro max. I'm almost becoming a nun. Imagine. You know how many years I've been single? Count from 2017. We are in 2025. I've never dated anyone. I'm a nun. What can I say, guys? I'm a nun. Not in a relationship. Not in a relationship with anyone. Not in a relationship. Not thinking about anyone. That's why for me I was like, okay, when the time comes when I want to have a kid, I just go and do an IVF. But since this thing came out, the woman was like, I think people shouldn't do the IVF because now we shouldn't even trust the hospitals. Okay, on the other side also, you don't blame the hospital. People are just there selling their sperms. Someone's there to sell their sperm. They need money. And for you want a baby. And also, they are also right, and also they are on their own side, they are also right. Because they cannot keep the record of the people. Okay, maybe if someone requests, like, okay, some people will just donate. Like, okay, like those who donate. There are some who sell, and there are some who donate. Me, I want from someone who donates. But please reply me. Yeah, I'm married. I'm a married woman. I'm married with 5 kids. For those who donate their sperms, for them sometimes they do that because they want to do that, like a backup, like they want to go back and check who did it, who took their sperm, and they want to know. Some of them follow up at least to know their kids, even if they don't want to be attached to them, but at least that I have a child out there. Yes, Jackie Hills, how are you doing? Yeah, I have 5 kids. Don't I look like someone? Yeah, I'm a mother of 5 kids. That's why I want you guys to help my channel to grow. Watch my videos, support them, support long videos, short videos, comment on my videos, like my videos. Do everything, guys, so that our channel can be monetized. My kids are there. I need money to pay their school fees. I need money to pay their school fees for my children, because I don't want to come here and start begging you guys to help me to do a GoFund for my kids. That's why I'm begging. I'm begging this poor woman who is working as a housemaid, help her. Call me Ella. So Ella, hi Ella, how are you? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Or should I say Happy New Year to you, my dearest Ella, because today it's 30th of December, tomorrow is 31st, and people will be like, we're gonna party. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell you to, thank you so much, my dear, to you too. Thank you. So for me, I think when I'm doing an IVF, when the time comes, when the right time comes, yes, because I'm telling you guys in the future, I fear someone breaking my heart. That's why I'm going for an IVF. I don't want to know who the father is, but I just want to do an IVF so that, yeah, I can have a baby. I fear men. That's why I don't want to have a relationship with someone, because I don't want people breaking my heart. I don't want someone to lie to me. But I hope it will go well. Pray for me in the future. In the future, so that the procedure can go well. Because I realize that in Uganda, people are running away. People are running away from their partners. So someone ran away because I said I have kids. So no one can date someone with 5 children. Very strong. You know, we African women, we are very strong. That's why they say that black don't crack here. We don't really crack just like that. We can even have 10 children. 10 children pushing. Not me doing that, not me. There's no I'm having all those 10 kids. Where am I going to take them? Where am I going to put those 10 kids? Naye nga bannange temwerabira. Mlikinge, msubscribinge, mfollowinge this girl Norah. We help Norah to grow her channel. Thank you so much, whoever supports. And if you're first time here today to see me, just wave to me and say hi, Norah. Me in the future I'm going for the IVF, because I've been single for so many years, and IVF it's a best option for me to go, like for someone like me, because me I'm not married. It's okay for me to do an IVF. Me, I just want to have a kid and enjoy the motherhood. That's all I want in my life. I'm tired of being there, people deceive you. You know that men can lie for an entire nation. And even, I think Eve is not the one who ate the fruit from the Garden of Eden. It was a man. It wasn't Eve. Because men can lie. Men can lie, even if you found them doing it. Do you know that me one day I found someone cheating on me? And then I was like, Okay, I did not enter into the house, but me, I had my own, where I put my keys whenever I come. So, by the time I was stretching my hand to get the key, I opened the window. Opening the window like this, my eyes was, the face that I saw was like, okay. I did not say anything. I went back to my place. The next day he came to my place. He was like, "Hey babe, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Hi, how are you?" And excuse me. He was like, "What's going? Why are you so quiet? You don't want to talk to me?" I was like, "Did you do anything wrong that I need to know about? Or how many people do you have in your place? If I'm not there, like, who else comes when I'm not there?" The guy was like, "No, babe, I can never bring anyone in my house. It's only you. It's only you." So men, you're liars. You're liars. Some are liars, but not all. Hmm? So you guys were the one who ate the fruit in the Garden of Eden, and then you say that it was Eve. Hmm? And then the poor Eve, because she was in love, she has to say that it was me. It was me. And they got punished because of a man. Men, you're not an easy creature. Imagine a guy promises you, "I'm going to love you. I'll love you. There's nothing that will ever break us apart." Every time I remember, actually, I was also once deceived. I was told that word that I will never, never break up with you. You're the only one I want to spend the rest of my life with. That's why, guys, I learned, me, Nora, I learned so fast. I'm a quick learner. You know, the best students who learn so fast and noticed, that's me. And I thank God that ever since then, I have never complained of not having anyone in my life. I've even become a psychic. And by being that psychic, that's the reason I'm still here. And very soon, if this thing of the IVF, I think if I tell my mom, because I'll have to talk about it with my mom, because I know she will ask me at that time that, "No, but don't you think that you should get someone in your life?" And then I'll be like, "Mom, I want to make that video, me confronting my mom, like telling her, Mom, I'll be doing the IVF." I know she'll be like, she first look at me like, "Nora." That's how she called me. She's like, "Nora." And I'm like, "Yes, Mom." Ipo doneko. In our language, Ipo doneko means like, "Are you crazy? Ango mumiti mo kipima mingon. Nyimi to wachira nungu dhan moro wakukor manyalo mitini." Like, you mean in all out there, in all the places you've traveled, you've never met someone that you look like my person, John. Hi, John. How are you? No, I don't look like her. Look at me. Do you know I look really like her? Let me bring the camera close. I don't think I look like her. I don't think I look like her. I don't. Let me cover my kapua head. It's too cold. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Imagine telling your mom you're just 32, because I know by the time I will go home, I will be turning 32 years old. And yeah, but that will be in 2028. Yeah, so I'll be telling my mom that, "Mama, I'll be doing an IVF." I know she'll be like, "Ipo Doneko, you're crazy." She'll be like, but I know she'll first, after telling me all those things, and then she'll first think and think and think, and then she'll come later on, she'll be like, "Nora, be like, come." And she'll go on like, "That mariposa." Guys, really, do I really look like mariposa? And then she'll be like, "Nora, what's IVF?" Guys, my mom is from the 90s, the 90s, but Those 90s who were from the countryside who don't know much about the technology of nowadays. She'll be like, what's that? Okay, how are you going to take care of that child if you're still in my house? But at that time, I think I'll be having my own place, and yeah, I think at that time I'll be having my own place. But to be honest, guys, me relationship has taught me something that I shouldn't trust people's word. What really breaks my heart the most, it's when someone promises you that they will be there and then they don't. And then they don't. Someone tells you, I'll love you. I mean, I want you to have a baby for me. A child that looks at like you. And then you have a baby who does not look like them, and then they're like, hey, this is not my child. Men, are you, Do you mean we, when God is helping us, because, to create that child in my womb, do we need to use a photocopy? It's just a coincidence, or it's just a blessing. Me, one thing I realized that I had people saying that if a man, his blood is stronger than a woman's, that's when the child looks like yours, like you. But if it finds like the woman's DNA is more stronger than yours, the kids will look exactly like their mother. Even if they are boys, even if they are girls, they will look like, they will resemble their mother, because the mother's DNA is stronger than yours. Yours is weak. So it's like that. So make sure you find someone that their DNA is even more stronger than yours. It's stronger than theirs. And then you tell someone, why the child does not look like me? We are dark skin. And when you find a man who is local, look at this child. The child does not look like me. The child does not have a nose like mine. This child does not look like my great great. So should we go back and bring back your great great mother from the dead and see who the child resembles? People, please stop stressing we women. Stop stressing we women that we are not giving birth to children that don't look like you. That's why I don't want that drama in my life. I'm going to make sure that I convince my mom. You wait, if I turn 32, I'm going to convince my mom. This thing, I'm not saying it because I'm crazy, no. I don't know how many times I've said this. I'm going for the IVF because I do not want anyone. Okay, I know the child will be like, Mom. That's why also the part comes. The child will be like, Mom, where is my dad? Well, what would I tell to that kid? Okay, that's also another story. Because you see me, I grew up with my mom, but I always had that there's something was missing in me, that I never had a dad. My uncle was the one playing the role like my dad always. My uncle would come to school. Everyone would be like, oh, they called my uncle my dad. And for me, in my mind, I knew that's my uncle. You guys, don't be stupid or don't be fooled. That's my uncle. But I can't tell them in public because we're in school. That's the challenge, because a child will reach a time. It's like also not having a mother. You reach a time and then you start missing mother's love. And then you're like, I wish I had a mom. Me, I was that kid who also would be like, I wish I had a dad. I wish I had a dad. I wish, I could miss having that father love in my life, but I never had it. So I think my baby will feel bad. My poor thing, but God, I pray that may the right person connect me. I pray that when that time comes, let God bring the right person. Let God bring the right person who will not be a liar. He can cheat, but not being a liar. Let him cheat, but a man who is responsible for his actions. Men nowadays, they don't want to take care of their actions. A man is behaving like a woman, and the woman is the one behaving like a man. What's that? In all, I'll tell you this, guys. I know most of my viewers are men. I know that in this life, there is a part where a man struggles to earn a living. Hmm? Never, never in your life attempt with your life that you're going to do those vasectomy, more especially you men. You'll go and do a vasectomy because you're broke, you don't want to have kids. And then in the future, God blesses you with money. You become blessed, you have money, but you don't have anyone to enjoy that money. Because your siblings, for them, they will think you're just there, you don't have kids. They will have children, and those children are going to become your responsibilities. You will not say no. You will do it, and then reach a time you're like, I'm tired. I'm tired of taking care of my siblings' children. Those are not my kids. And then you think you will go back, your mind will take you backwards at a young age. And I know there are people who are doing vasectomy nowadays are guys who are in their 30s, 32, 33. Guys, you think when you're 40, will you be able to have kids? Just know that when you've done vasectomy, it's like you've become a barren man who does not impregnate a person. Yes, your thing will function, your middle person will function, but just remember one thing in life, that there's no way you're going to have kids. Before you do a procedure, ask the doctor. Ask them. It's like we women. You're pregnant and you want to abort. And then the doctors will ask you, do you really want to? And then you're the one to say yes or no. Because doctors also tell you that, sometimes these children are too innocent. This child that you are going to abort, sometimes they explain. When you're going to the bank, they explain to you. Ask a question and you'll be answered. Don't just put there and, doctor, do it. I don't want to have babies. And then you see your fellow friends, people having children. There are some things that you do in your youth, and at your old age, it becomes like you're being hunted by your past. There is nothing that hunts you like your past. You don't kill anyone, but the decisions that you made at your young age, those are the decisions that haunts you the most. Kids will be there. I know some people are like, kids when they grow up, they become ungrateful. Not all. Maybe for those who have 1 to 2 kids. But for some people who have 3 to 4 kids, not all kids are going to be ungrateful. There's always, in all of your kids, 4 that you have or 5 that you have, 2 to 3 of them will be grateful to you. They will be down to earth to you. They will be there. They don't want to see you cry. They don't want to see you suffer. They are just there to repay you for the goodness that you did for them when they were young. They remember the suffering that you went through. So before you do anything, think twice. Think. Because there is someone who is not mature enough in our country, there in my country, Uganda, where I come from. Imagine a man is rich. A man did a vasectomy. The wife went to India and did a procedure of an IVF. The woman conceived. God helped them with twins. The family from the man's side, they are like, no, both of you have to divorce. The woman has cheated. We don't give birth to Asian. Your wife cheated with an Asian man. The wife is like, no, I did not cheat. The family are like, you have to get out of this home. Later on, a man was like, yes, I'm the one who did a vasectomy, but I never told my wife that I did a vasectomy. So before you do something, think twice. Think twice. And always remember that in the future, obulamu bukuhantinga. Your past will haunt you. And then you start thinking and say, I wish I knew. There's another person that I know recently. This person, we warned this person. We were like, don't open your legs. She was like, this man loves me. He promised to pay my children's school fees. This man, I don't know why some single mothers, what's wrong? What is wrong with you single mothers? Is it your first time to be in a relationship? Why don't you see me? They deceived me once, but that once that they deceived me, it made me to realize that up to now I'm not ready to fall in love again. Why don't you people learn? We want this person, don't open. Okay, we were like, okay, you love him, he loves you. At least when you're going to do it, make sure that you swallow those pills that prevents you from getting pregnant. She was like, no, I cannot do that, and I know he cannot impregnate me. Do you know what's going into his mind? For us, the guy had already told us, for him he want to have a baby with her. And we are telling that chick, please, okay, you're going with that. We told the lady, swallow the pill. Even we were young, who are telling him that. Imagine, okay, she's just like 2 years older than us. But we're like, okay, take this medicine that prevents someone from becoming pregnant. She was like, I don't need it. Now she has a baby. Now the guy does not want to provide. This person is complaining. The guy who promised me to give me everything, the guy who promised me he'll help me take care of my kids, the guy does not want to take the responsibility of my children. I'm not judging, but one thing that I'll say also this on in my video, as a person who is a single mother, don't think that someone is coming into your life is going to take care of those kids. Because in a man's brain, in some men, they will be like, these kids, they have their father, right? Their father should be the one taking care of them. The kids are not my responsibility. The only responsibility I have is to take care of their mother and my unborn child. Those are my responsibility, but the rest. So if you're there and you're a single mother, think twice. This person is crying. We warned. You know, sometimes love is blind. But I don't know why single mothers, because they're the one who are always making this kind of mistakes. Single mothers, they make mistakes. They don't listen. Those people, they even need to be flogged. Single mothers, they make mistakes like they are still virgins, yet they are not virgins. Even a virgin knows how to prevent herself from not becoming pregnant. But single mothers, I think that thing is too sweet for them. And then they forget. The moment they like this or like this, immediately they forget all the pain they've been through with their other previously relationship. Why having another baby? Why? When these ones are also still here. Aren't you afraid? You see me, I'm here. But one thing I fear in my life. Now, to become. I fear. I don't know why I fear, but it's just in my mind. I fear. I can't even faint the moment someone faint because I fear, my body shivers when I just even hear someone telling me that Nora njagala kulya ng'enkoko nyinza n'okuzirika. That fear. I thought actually I'm the only one who had that fear of that thing, but someone recently posted the same question that I said. Someone was like, guys, how many of you fear to do this and this? Many people were like, you're not alone, you're not alone. I don't know why. And I've always thought that I'm the only one who faints whenever I hear such things. Okay, when I'm in front of a guy, I don't know why I faint, but guys, I thought I was the only one, but I'm not alone. That's what I've realized. But one thing, bagamba nkusibire ntanda. Do not go and do an IVF, okay? Don't. Condoms are out there. And condoms are too cheap. Wear a condom. Another thing, make sure that, okay, maybe when you have someone you love, tell them that to take those pills, those emergency pills. Tell them that we are both not ready to become parents. Take this pill. Don't forget to do that. But you will be there enjoying, you're like a hen and a goat. For those two animals. The animals are the birds. You're the one to feed them. But remember, as a human, you reach a point you have to pay school fees, you have to pay hospital bills, they will grow up, you need to pay their university tuition. So while you're enjoying, think twice. Do you see the body of the nun? This is the body of the nun. See how nun. I don't think they will accept us in the continent. They will not. They will be like, chai. This one are no good. Oh, this one are no good. Make a corner girl, make a corner girl. Someone is not saying a word. I'm not saying a word. The way you move that. Just for a while, and if the party was over, and and have some true. The way you give my hand. The way you my hand. Guys, Happy New Year! We are going tomorrow to celebrate. Tomorrow is going to be the night of celebration. We are going to. Tomorrow night, I'm going to miss, guys. Tomorrow, in Uganda, like on 31st, on 31st at night, it becomes a night of enjoyment. Guys? You all know. For those of you who goes to booze, you know what it means. You're like, it's all about enjoying. Okay, I know maybe the dance is kind of awful, but the dance was awful. The dance was awful, but it's all about closing the year. You and your friends, and then you go. Others are in charge. Okay. Good night. Tanza kusirwa, right? Good night, guys. Hey, I'm going to close this live. I have to close the live stream because I've started embarrassing myself. But Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow on 31st of December. Yeah, tomorrow, eh? Tomorrow, I promise you guys. I'm going to dance for you. Just for you, my viewers. I'm going to dance for you. I'm going to show you how we do it in Uganda when it's... I heard someone was like, we Christians, we are... Someone said, let me put it in Luganda, tuli bakafiri, that we are the witch, tuli balogo. That we Christian, we are celebrating the days that does not exist in a calendar. We are witches. So, as a witch tomorrow, all witches, we are going to gather and make sure that we torment the world. But I think Muslims in Uganda, they have a problem. That sweet woman, sweet kisses. My dear, I'm about to go with you with your sweet... Muslims in Uganda, they have a problem. How can you call people witch? That Christians, we are witches. Really? Just because we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate New Year. So, my dear witches, my dear wizards, tomorrow, let me put here and I show you how tomorrow we are. Me and my fellow wizards we will be doing so that other people can really feel the pain. Okay, so tomorrow we will be there. Tomorrow, it's gonna be. So tomorrow is going to be. That's why they call us witches. So tomorrow, it's what we are going to do, so that all wizards, we close the year in style. Goodbye. Goodbye.